Good morning, guys. We are not doing a spin vlog this week. So I'm just doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So today is one of those days. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just wanted to talk to you about some financial updates, some financial choices we have decided to make. So that's what today is going to be. In the meantime, I'm going to work a little late today because I have a deployment tonight. So this means I have to stay at work late. So even though I feel like Jay and I was up at like 4 this morning. Whoa. Babe, we was up at like 4 this morning, right?
You was up? Yeah, we was up. I was up a little bit.
Yeah, so I couldn't go to work, so I just edited videos.
Hey.
And now we have some breakfast that we're about to eat. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a Belgian waffles, some bacon, and there's some toppings for the waffles. And there's a I love you mug. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Y'all think that handsome man right there made that for me?
Looking for my baby.
Okay, y'all, we are finally off to work. We'll be getting to work around 10, which our deployment doesn't start till 6 p.m. So that means I have to work from 10 to 6 anyway. And then our deployment starts at 6. So then I'll be working from 6 until the deployment is successfully finished. So that's why I didn't want to get to work too early, because rare occasion, I don't have hours that I have to make up. Okay, so in the meantime, y'all know how it goes in this world of mine. I love thinking about my money. I love thinking about goals, but not more than money. Money is first on my list. And travel. So I'm so happy that this morning, because I was up at 4, I decided, I said, let me start looking for my flight to Morocco. Now, one of the things that I do when I know I'm about to go on a vacation way in advance is I actually go to Skyscanner, which is an app that you can put on your cell phone. And I will put in an alert for the flight that I'm looking for. So I put in an alert for a flight from the Washington, D.C. area to Morocco. R-A-K, Marrakesh is the airport that I'm going to. And I put it for the dates that I want. And if I'm flexible, I may do like 2 or 3 different dates. Like, let's say, like, if I want to get there on a certain day, let's say like if I was going on a cruise, and let's say like if the cruise was leaving on a Saturday, I may put in an alert for getting there on a Friday. I may put getting there on a Thursday. That way I can kind of see if I want to get there a little earlier, or if a price may have a significant difference between one day and another day. So I'll put in my alert so that I can start keeping track of the prices. This way I know if prices are coming in high or if they're low, and I can kind of get a gauge on what's a good price for a flight. This way, when it comes closer to the time when I'm about ready to buy the flight, I know that with an alert, for instance, an alert came out yesterday saying flights were about $860 round trip. I knew that was a good deal because flights have been fluctuating around 900, 1,000, things like that. So I was like, prices look like they've dropped a little. And actually, Skyscanner will tell you if prices have decreased and by how much. And it will also tell you prices have increased and by how much. So because I seen that yesterday, I said, let me go in this morning and look to get a flight. Now, I knew that I was going to be using points for my flight. So for me, Skyscanner is just a gauge, a benchmark. Another one I would use is Google Flights, because Google Flights, you can actually see the different days and how much the prices are on different days. Like, you can see the whole calendar month, and in that way you can make a decision on you know what good prices for the flights are. So anyways, I went in and I used my points to get a round trip ticket to Marrakesh. The flight that I chose, I didn't see any direct flights, first of all. So I chose a flight that took the least amount of time to get there, which I love for me, because the flight wasn't the cheapest flight, but it wasn't the most expensive either, but it was more convenient. And I had said to Jay this morning, had he been going on a trip, I would have chose a flight that took longer. I would have chose a flight that had a nice 24-hour layover somewhere, and that way we can get in a few places in one vacation. But because I'm going by myself, I don't want to do all of that. I don't want to do a whole bunch of moving around. So I chose a flight that was going to be 12 hours to get there, and that was with a 3-hour layover in Lisbon, which isn't bad. So that was the more convenient for me, and it's leaving from the airport by my house. Again, most convenient for me. So I did pay a little bit more for that convenient flight rather than paying less for a flight that would have taken longer to get there. And so I used like 115,000 points. So that's approximately $1,115. So a $1,115 flight I got for free 99 using points, and I love that for me. I did say that I was considering flying first class or business class. Y'all, I looked at the prices and I said, I'd rather have points that can actually get me more flights than to spend a whole bunch of points on one flight. I'm good back there in economy. We good back there in economy. I'm good. So that's the decision I made. And I believe that I'm making that same decision for Hawaii. I know I told you guys that it would be so nice if I upgraded our room and my sister's rooms to balcony. Y'all, I got the prices for the balcony. It was going to be about $4,000 to upgrade us. And I just really feel like $4,000 can be spent in other areas. So we're going to stay on the inside cabinet. If we want to see the water, we're going to have to come out of our rooms and go somewhere. We're going to have to come out the rooms and go somewhere, and we can look at the water all we want. But I was like, that $4,000 can actually go towards experiences and excursions on the ship rather than me upgrading us to have a better room on the ship. But it would be nice to have better rooms on the ship, but I don't want to pay for the better rooms. So we can get upgraded conveniently. I don't want anybody to have to go through some crazy inconvenience just to do it. So we can have a convenient upgrade. That would be awesome. But until then, we are going to have a ball using our money to do things. Okay? The other decision we decided to do, as far as money is concerned, is we are going to return this T-Mobile router, and we're gonna cut off our internet portion of our T-Mobile experience. We're gonna cut that off, and we're gonna save us the $30 a month. Being that, like I said, I talked to y'all in the previous video about how they are taking away the discount if we're paying with our credit card for the service. I'm going to continue to pay with the credit card because, like I said, the credit card gives me more perks to include insurance on my devices. And I'm just going to lower my bill on my own by returning some of their equipment, some of their services. Like, T-Mobile, I don't need y'all's internet. And when they ask me why, I'm going to tell them why. I'm like, because I no longer get a discount, so therefore I have to be my own discount. And that is that. That is that. So those are the main decisions we made today. And even with me buying my flight to Morocco using points, I still have over $1,500 in points left. And that's what I was saying. I wasn't going to use that money to upgrade the flight because I was like, that can really get me someplace nice for free again. 2 places for free again, depending on where we going and when and why and how. So I'm excited about that. All right, y'all. Off to work we go. Here's to more money wins. Here is the more money wins for all of us. for all of us. Let me throw this reminder out there for you guys about the high yield savings account. We haven't talked about that in a while. Gosh, and I really wanted to let y'all know how much money I've made in interest upon opening up this account. I'm gonna blurb it in. But I believe it's around $1,500 that I've made in interest alone since I've opened this account in March. And right now the interest rate is 5.15%, but that is only if you have a referral code. If you don't have a referral code, the interest rate for you will be 4.15%. When you have a referral code, you get an extra percent for 3 months. And that 3 months will extend itself if other people use your code, and then it will extend itself for another 3 months and another 3 months and whatever, up to 5 times, right? And so if you are interested in opening up a high yield savings account with Goldman Sachs, it's the Goldman Sachs Markets account, send me an email and I will shoot you a referral code. Right now, I have exhausted all of my referral codes, and so I've had people send me their referral codes to use, and that's what I will be sending out. They will get 3 months, y'all will get 3 months, and so on and so forth. And for those of you who have already sent me a referral code that you want me to start giving out to people, y'all, it's slow going. It's slow going. And I'm saying that because I know I've had some people email me regarding an update on their referral codes. The bottom line is this: if I don't mention it in a video, people aren't just like asking me for a referral code, right? It's usually when I'm talking about it in a video. That's one. Two, I've also found that people who email me for a referral code and I send it to them, it doesn't mean that you open up an account. They have to open up and fund an account for that referral code to count. So, like I said, I've sent out referral codes. Even when I was doing my own, I sent out referral codes, and not everybody who requests a referral code actually uses the referral code. So that's what it is. So yeah, I know. I just want y'all to know that it's not like referral codes are not flying off the shelf like pancakes. They're not. They're not. But again, if people request it, I will share referral codes. And I will reach out to you if I have any questions regarding your referral code. Okay? Y'all, why I came over here to T-Mobile to return this equipment and tell them, since I can't have my discount, y'all can have everything back. The manager here, he deserves the title manager. He deserves it because why he talked me into keeping it. Again, he's the reason why I ended up with this thing in the first place. Good salesperson. Without selling you, honestly. Just really has like a lot of information. And again, this T-Mobile, oh, today's T-Mobile Tuesdays. This T-Mobile is off in the cut, so not a lot of people know about it and not a lot of people come here. So service is always prompt, service is always fast. But yeah, he talked me into keeping it, guys. Okay. So he did tell me, like one of you had already told me in the comments, with these companies making you switch over to debit, he confirmed that it really does work that way. The fact that you can switch over to your debit card, but just go in before your card is pulled and pay the payment anyway using your credit card. And it works. And you get to keep your discounts and all the things. The only issue is if you're used to and if you rely on auto pay, the only issue is that may not be your jam because maybe you might forget to pay the bill that way and it may automatically draft from your debit card anyway. And if it doesn't matter, you'll be fine. But for me, remember, I get discounts. Like my cell phone bill, my cell phones are covered under insurance by a certain credit card if I pay the payment with that credit card. So it's almost like, do I want to gamble that by, playing? But we'll see. We're going to try it out. We're going to see. Usually I pay my payments automatically anyway without auto pay. That's how I've always been used to doing it. I only started signing up for auto pay when they started telling me I can have certain discounts if I do auto pay. That's the reason why I started doing it. So we're going to try it And hopefully my memory doesn't fail me, but best believe if I find that my memory keeps failing me to go in and make the payment on my own, I will go back and just turn this in. And hopefully he won't be here to talk me into keeping it, okay? Okay. And I told you guys before how I found ways to effectively use my T-Mobile router. I believe I told y'all before that I usually travel with it. I take it with me when I'm going places. It works well in my car. It works well on other people's networks. I know people who don't have the greatest of internet services, so when I go to their homes, I'm able to plug this in and I have better service, and that way I can keep working from other spots outside of my home. And because I have two services for internet, I am able to completely 100% write one of them off for business. So that's how that goes. What was I about to do? Oh, today's T-Mobile Tuesdays. That's what I was about to do. While I'm still here in the parking lot of T-Mobile. Just in case they're giving away stuff, I can go back in there and get things. Because like I said, this one will always have stuff to give because a lot of people don't come here. All right? All right. Bye, y'all. Y'all, adulting never finishes, and home ownership ain't cheap. So, yep, Jay was telling me, oh gosh, oh, I gotta figure this out now. All right, hold on, let's turn the light on. He was telling me last night, look, this is like leaking, and then look. So I need to call them. What the heck? You see this water? Y'all see this? And in here, the water, so he took this out. So, because if that senses water, obviously it'll cut off so that life can be life. But none of this is supposed to be wet. There shouldn't be water. And then to see the water on the outside is like what's going on. And then the water watering down this crack. And then all of that. So yeah, I need to make an appointment for this. I had this replaced last year, a year before last year. But look, we can see this right here, this condensation, this right here. Yeah, that's cold. Yeah, let's call them because honestly, this is new. This should be new. I believe. I think. I don't even remember. Oh, I know I had the coils redone.
I see.
All right, so you said the coil.
Coil, the TXV, and the furnace.
Okay.
Back in 2019. You're set for tomorrow.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that is all. Whew, y'all. It's Thursday. We are on our way to work. About an hour later than I want it to be because it's 6 a.m. right now, so I'll probably be to work about 6:15 or so. I wanted to get to work at 5 a.m. because y'all know I leave early. I don't know. Y'all remember yesterday, air conditioner, people coming today. Between 12 and 4, that's the window. So I'm leaving work at 11. So at this rate, I'll get in about a good 5 hours. I can leave like 11:15. So I'll get in like a good 5 hours, which is fine because Tuesday I worked an extra hour and a half. And then yesterday I worked an extra hour. So I got 2.5 hours in the bucket. So at this point, it means I just have to make up about a half hour of work. So that's what's happening. Let's cross our fingers that everything is simple. Let's hope that it's a simple thing, that the thing that we purchased already isn't defective, doesn't need anything to be fixed on it. and that is just a minor misunderstanding with this AC. Let's just hope that, and it's not something that's going to cost me thousands of dollars to fix, because ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Well, I guess we do, right? We got time. Also, the cleaners are coming today, which it all worked out. The cleaners are coming today because a lot of you know, some of you may not know, but I like to prep my house before the cleaners come. You know, you got to prep for the cleaners, because sometimes I feel like when the cleaners don't be knowing you like that, and most of them are trained not to know you like that, they're not going to just pick up your stuff and move your things around. They're going to clean around the things. So you have to get that stuff out of the way. I also find that, like, for instance, bathrooms have rugs on the floor. I like to shake them things out and move them out the way, because I don't really trust that that's what they do. And I told y'all before, sometimes I would even go as far as putting Ajax in the tubs or the surfaces that I don't think that they really be cleaning, because that way it kind of makes them have to clean it. But luckily today I'll be home by the time the cleaners get there, so I can micromanage in person. So that's a thing. And I also appreciate, I told Jay, because I forgot to tell him yesterday, I told all the tenants yesterday that the cleaners are coming, but I didn't send a message out to Jay, so I told him when I got home from work last night. And luckily this morning when he got up, he prepped the house for me. Yay! So that's not even an excuse as to why I'm leaving out so late. So that's so dope. So that was one thing I didn't have to worry about. And it looks like he also got the basement, like I noticed he like got things out the way in the basement so that when the people come today, as far as the AC is concerned, they can get stuff without hazard. So that is good. I have a lash appointment today at 4. But then also I was telling Jay, because I believe Jay's gonna come home early too, regarding the AC thing. So I was telling him that we can actually make some sit down videos we've been needing to make. Then I said we can also take G shopping for back to school clothes. I'm being a little ambitious somebody. And we totally could do all of those things, especially if I didn't do my lash appointment. But I'm gonna do my lash appointment. We're gonna make it work. So we'll probably do G's back to school after the lash appointment. We'll go to the mall later on tonight. That's the plan. That is the plan. Whew. Okay, y'all remember, next year at this time, summertime, that is, is it antifreeze? Antifreeze, coolant, refrigerant stuff in the AC. Y'all remember that. When I come up here and I tell y'all my AC ain't working and things like that, if it has anything to do with water and condensation, y'all remember this solution, low on antifreeze. So of course it says eventually I'm going to need a new system because it's 15 years old. Last year I had my furnace, see the little flying mosquito thing. Last year I had my furnace did over and I had the coolant to the upstairs unit replaced. Y'all remember that too, okay? So yeah, so we needed 2 pounds of antifreeze, coolant, refrigerant, whatever you call it, and the diagnostic. So it came to $485. He tried to get me to get a warranty thing, but had a warranty thing before, and that would have ended up coming to like almost like $100 more, like 5 something. But you know what? I said I'd rather take my chances, because honestly, the warranty thing means that they come out twice a year to check on your system. And then if anything breaks or goes down, you get a discount. But guess what, booze? If anything breaks or goes down, all you got to do is sign up for a warranty when you're doing your thing and you get the discount. So I'd rather just wait, and if anything goes wrong, I will get a discount if necessary. Or pay like it's like a mosquito. It's like a mosquito because I heard him buzzing in my ear. Okay. That's the update. Bye. Lash is done today. We're going to be going there later. We're waiting for Jay right now. Thank y'all so much for being here. Don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to talk to me down there in the comments. And my email address is in the description below. And what else? Subscribe. Thumbs up, subscribe. All of that fun stuff. All right, talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.